I know I'm probably sounding like a broken record, but when you see young people's emotions go high and low, and they're supposed to be your leaders, that's hard. I told this team from the day I walked in here, each guy, all I really care about is that you look confident and that you play with energy and you learn to play together. That's all I really care about. I don't care if you miss every shot. I know you're going to make mistakes. Do it with confidence. Don't let your opponent feel like they belong with you. You're Louisville. Do you understand what that means? Well, what's happening is I got guys that don't know what that means, don't understand Louisville, can't get out of themselves way. The game is a roller coaster emotionally for a lot of guys. You can't win that way. You can't win. They scored 42 points in the paint. We have to be a defensive team to win. If we did enough offensively to win that game, should have won it by 15, but they're a good team. They're a good offensive team. 42 points in the paint, 19 turnovers. You ain't beat nobody. You can't win a game like that. So, questions?
Yes, Kenny, first question, Coach Payne. 19 turnovers for your team. Ellis had 8 of the 19. He is your primary ball handler. How long do you think it'll take you to rein him in, to get him to understand when to go and when not to go? Because he's important to your offense, as you see, but he does make critical mistakes. How long do you think it'll take you?
I know he doesn't want to make mistakes, Jerry. I know that he, emotionally, I keep saying it, if you're our leader, if you're one of our best players, how do you lead when they see you with your head down? How do they see you when you're too emotional? How do you lead us like that? You can't. You can't lead us like that. You have to lead us with steady. And you'll see me doing this. What is that? Why are you so high? Why are you so low? All I ask you to do is be confident and steady the ship. I know you're going to make mistakes. It's okay if you get a turnover. Just get fundamentally sound turnovers. Don't try to go behind your back, and it's not going to work. You would think, versus the press, I don't know exactly what happened, but I know he dribbled the ball. And I know that's the number one thing versus a trap that you don't do, is you get it and you pivot. And Jalen steps in, boom, you make the pass, and we have nothing to talk about. But, and it's not just that. I mean, you go through this game and we lose the game by 1 again. How many mistakes was made from the beginning to the end that led to the loss? There was a stretch we was up 10. That should have been 18. You get it to 18, next thing you know, you can get it to 24. They are learning or trying to learn what winning is. And that's hard for young people. It's really hard.
Kenny, you talked about, kind of letting them hang around and a guy like Calvin who can go get buckets at the end. What did you think about the job you guys had done on him up until those last 5 minutes, and what did you see from him down the stretch and on the last shot?
2 things. One, there were 2 plays. I thought overall we was okay against him. I thought our length and athleticism bothered him some. But there was a play when he got a 3, and we switched, and our hands are down. I must have showed 8 clips before where he came off in a switch and a bigger player hands are down and all he could see is the basket. If your hand's up, he can't see the basket and you're in a stance. Now he's going to drive it, maybe we can collapse. But if your hands are down, you're giving him a 3. You're giving him a shot at a free basket. And then the last one, we switched again. He got to a spot. He made a tough shot. I wish we would have collapsed, make him make another pass or something. I don't know. But he made a hell of a shot.
Just to understand, on your last offensive possession, you got it to L, and you wanted him to give it back to Withers as quickly as possible, because it looked like he also kind of dribbled into the corner where they could trap him.
So I wanted him to catch. I wanted him to pivot, and I told him you can go left or you can come around and circle around. But what happened was he caught it and he dribbled right away. When you dribble right away against his zone, against a pressing zone, you're asking for trouble. So you got to just catch it and pivot and see what you got and let people come to you so that you can make a pass. If we do that, maybe we win the game.
Coach, after the jump ball and they get the ball back, about 8 seconds left, was there any discussion about maybe fouling with fouls to give before they got the shot off?
No. I want us to be a team that should be able to get a stop. I mean, think about the play. What was it? Was it the tip in? Was it the backdoor cut? If we got a foul to prevent those two things, come on, what are we saying? Like, a tip in, that's a rebound. We know we got to box out. A backdoor cut, we talked about it for 3 days. They're going to backdoor cut us. Stay below your man. Don't give, no matter what the driver dribbles at you, backdoor cut, dunk. Where was the rotation? Why were we above our man? I don't know. I mean, we're learning as we go. Jerry asked a great question. When do I think L will get it? Well, I'll say, when do I think we all will get it? When do we become one unit, one heartbeat, fighting to get a W? That's the question.
Kenny, right here in the back, you talked about some of L's decision-making. Do you think the pressure or the weight on him as the primary ball handler without like a true backup or relief maybe plays into some of that decision-making specifically down the stretch?
Listen, as I say that about L, I'm not in no way blaming L. L is a major piece to what we're doing. He's probably our most dangerous player. You take L. Ellis away from this team and we're in big trouble. But with that comes a responsibility. Your emotions have to stay steady. You can't go high and low on us, no matter what happens on that court. Some of those turnovers were emotional turnovers. They scored on us, I got to make a play. No, run the offense. Keep us solid. So I'm not in any way saying blaming L. I mean, he had 29 points. I would like for those 8 turnovers to be assists. But overall, I think he played hard. We just made emotional mistakes.
Kenny, I guess as someone who's worked with bigs and helped develop them, how do you try to get confidence in your post guys? It seems like they're still tentative in terms of going to the hoop.
I mean, we work on it every day. I talk about, as a player, I would love to have a coach that just said, I don't care about your mistakes, just be confident. I'm going to sub you based off your confidence. If you look confident or you look tentative, if you look afraid. I mean, I don't know what else do you say to a kid to make him just get over your hurdles. Believe that you're going to do well. Believe that you have the energy to fight through whatever you're facing and go do it. I would like for these bigs to be more aggressive. I would like for Brandon. Brandon is trying. Sid is struggling a little bit. I'm trying to go to him in the post. They just got to figure it out. I mean, it's real simple.
Coach, what do you need to do to get Kamari being more aggressive? It seems like he's really hesitant to really attack, and even the pull-up game in the mid-range, those types of things that he seemed to be confident with coming in, he's not really doing right now.
Well, you can tell there's a lot of doubt there. There's uncertainty there. Again, I'm trying to free him up. Just play, man. Just play. Play and learn about yourself and learn how to play through adversity. And, he texted me after the last game and said, thank you, Coach, for hanging in there with me. I'm going to hang in there with you. I need you to play well. I don't need you to be the most productive. I just need you to be aggressive, confident, and energetic. Those 3 things, that's all I'm at. Now, I'm also asking you to share the ball and know that you got 4 other players on the court with you, but that's all I'm really asking for.
Kenny, you mentioned the points in the paint there. They had a couple of plays in the first half. I think they just threw simple entry passes, and the guy turns, and there was nobody between him and the rim. What's going on those kinds of plays?
We're so concerned with our man. If the ball is on the opposite wing, I mean, Jalen had 2 or 3 of them where opposite wing, you're guarding the corner opposite, you belong on the split line. How can you not know that? We worked on it. You know it. Don't be so concerned about the ball dictates your positioning. The ball does, not your man. Your man can run to the concession stand. You stay at that split line. We're learning. I can't really explain all of it, except I know that they don't want to make mistakes. And sometimes this is, I don't want my man to score. Well, this isn't about your man. This is about defensive concepts, winning basketball.
Yeah, Kenny, you're 0-2. You could easily be 2-0. What do you say to the players to keep them on a positive arc?
Again, we have to change. There are things about us that within the team we need to change. Things about our personalities we need to change. Things about our culture we need to change. Things about our work ethic we need to change. This is bigger than just them. So I try to explain that to them. I'm not giving up on them. I love them. I do see growth. But I'll say this again, if winning was easy, everybody would be winning. This is hard. This is hard. Sometimes kids come from programs where they never really understood winning. If you don't understand winning, you don't understand the sacrifice that comes with winning. To be able to give of yourself not for anything other than your teammates. That you know that just setting the hard screen will have an impact on winning. Hitting your man and getting a rebound will have an impact on winning. Making a pass to a guy in the shooting pocket will have an impact on winning. Just being solid. Hersey, be solid. Be solid. You don't have to be great. Be solid. It will have an impact on winning. Brandon, you get it in the post, you make a good move. We work on it every day. Just be solid. Make the move with confidence. It has an impact on winning. How you talk to your teammates, it has an impact on winning. How y'all deal with each other. I look at the chemistry of, you can take one guy and then put the other four on the side when they're on the court. So take L and look at the other four. Take C and then look at the other four. Take Jalen and look at the other four. What is the chemistry there? There's a part of this game that not many people talk about, but you have to be in sync with one another for winning. It's hard, but you have to.